Question 20. Decide whether each of these sets of data is discrete or continuous. Tick the correct box. The heights of people, is it discrete or continuous? So I just need to understand these words. It's 4 marks for understanding what these words mean. Discrete and continuous in a mathematical sense. And it's about data. Continuous data is something basically that's measurable, where there can always be something in between it. Discrete is things, they don't have to be whole numbers, but they have to be, they can only take certain values. Okay, so let's think about the heights of people. Is it discrete or continuous? Remember what I said about continuous? They're usually things that you can measure, and there's something which it could be slight, very, very tiny little differences. So let's think about the heights of people. You could have someone who was 6'2", and you could have someone who was 6'3". You could have someone in between 6'2" and 6'3", 6'2.5", and you could have someone between 6 foot and 6'2" and 6'2.5", couldn't you? You could have someone 6'2.25", let's say, and you could have someone between 6'2" and 6'2.25", let's say, 6'2 1/8", and you could have someone in between that, and you can have someone in between that, and that's what we mean by continuous. That data is continuous. Most things which are measurable are continuous data, so continuous. Number of coins in a bag. Well, that's either, that's a certain specific number. You can't have, well, it's not very easy to have like 1/3 of a coin or something. It's the number of coins in a bag is going to be 2, or it's going to be 3, or it's going to be 7, or whatever. So that's discrete. The weights of bicycles. Well, again, this could be 15 kilos, it could be 12 kilos, it could be 12.2 kilos, it could be 13.796114 kilos, it could be 13.796141 kilos. So that could be any kind of, it's definitely continuous data, and it's something which is measurable. You could weigh it. Okay, the shoe sizes of women. So, again, the shoe size could be 3 or it could be 4. Now, there are 3.5s as well, but there's not something like 3.176. You can't have that as a shoe size. So this is definitely discrete data. That's my 4 marks.